Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the Sim Shack. I am taking a look today at Train Sim World 6. And you can see things haven't started particularly well. This is the second attempt I've had at loading into the game. I'm glad they still don't let us create our own characters. I mean, that's pretty advanced stuff. You don't see that very often these days, do you? Let's jump in. Yeah, privacy, whatever. Experience, jump into the main menu, timetable layers. Please note the additional timetable layers now default to OFF. Well, I don't know what that means. OFF? What does that mean? I did click advanced, didn't I? I'm going to have to go figure out what that is. Use the layers button to enable the extra layers on timetables in the timetable screen. Okay, let's go to the timetable screen. Maybe I can figure it out. 90% savings on Steam, look. Training center, there's the store, creators club, to the trains, my profile, live store settings, choose a route. So we've got quite a few routes here. So let me just bring you up to speed. Hang on, I've got to turn this audio off. Off. Apply. Thank goodness for that. Holy monkeys. Announcements! Goodness me. That's something that they promised in Train Sim World 3 or 2. It was a very long time ago that they said that was coming. Is that finally here, is it? I haven't played Train Sim World for a long time. Last year they sent me a copy for review purposes, but I'd already bought the Train Sim World 5 version. Thing is, I played it once and I was just so disenfranchised that I didn't play it at all. So I haven't played Train Sim World properly. God, I don't know. Since I called them out for not using object-oriented programming properly, and they called me a liar. But then continue to prove that I was correct over and over and over and over and over again. And they're still doing it now, by all accounts. Okay, so, yes, I have previous history with Dovetail Games, but they've sent me Train Sim World 6 to review. Now, it's probably been out for a while, I would think. So all the bugs and issues should be gone, right? I shouldn't find any bugs or issues, because it's been out for a couple of months already. And, you know, okay, all joking aside, I do have a lot of respect for a company who will send a key out to a reviewer who has previously called them out on their failures over and over and over again. I guess you could say we've had a bit of a rocky relationship. We used to be very buddy, and now we don't talk at all. So yeah, I must give them respect for that, because they know I'm going to give an honest review. So the fact that they're sending me their new game, which I wasn't going to bother buying, they're sending me their new game to review is you know, commendable. I must say, I do appreciate and respect that, and I shall in turn review it honestly without really holding any animosity. I know that kind of rhymed. That was an accident. But I'm just trying to be honest and truthful about how I find it. Let me tell you this. The first time I loaded this game up, I've got 4 screens. It nearly shut my bloody PC down. I don't know what it was doing. You can see it's not quite 4K on my 4K monitor. You can see that it hasn't done that already. Screen. See, look, it's giving me 1080p. Graphics presets are high. Let's go ultra, shall we? Apply. See what happens. Okay, well, that took a while. Okay, we're only in a menu right now, but we're getting 62 frames per second. Whoop, whoop. Right, so I think with let me just check my Steam page. With the game version they sent me, I think they included a couple of keys. Let's go have a look, see what I've got. Train Sim World 6 DLC. Ooh, that's gone a bit funny. It's really messing with my screens, this game, I tell you. Very strange behavior. Right. How do I know? Train Sim World 6 DLC browse. Ah, right. So I've got Gatwick Airport, Southern Commuter or Gatwick Express. So the Brighton mainline route. Is that? I wonder if that, didn't I have that before? I can't remember. I've also got, what the hell does that say? Northeast Corridor, Boston, Providence route. Okay. And the other one is Brighton mainline, London Victoria, Brighton route and add-on. I'm sure I've already had that, to be honest. Oh, I've also got the Sandpatch Grade route add-on, Southern High Speed London St Pancras, Cajun Pass, Barstow, Schnellfahrstreck Castle, Wurzburg route, Main Spessartbahn. I do like the German stuff, I've got to admit. Train Sim World, except for all the bugs. I remember, God, yeah, it used to shut down on me and nobody knew how to get it going again. Very strange bug. Train Sim World, Northern Transpennine, Manchester Leeds route. I'm sure these are these just reconditioned old routes that I've already got. Western Express route add-on. That's that's got a Train Sim World 6 thing on it. That came out. The Great Western Express route came out, I mean, God, years ago. Absolute years ago. Why are they charging people $24.99 for it again? What the hell? I think all of these are old routes that I've probably paid full price for. Rursignothagen Vinnetrop route. Yeah, I think that's one I've bought. Antelope Valley line, Los Angeles Lancaster route. Okay, maybe that one's new. That one doesn't seem familiar. East Coast Main Line, Peterborough to Doncaster. £30. Is that a new one? I think they've been doing some dodgy dealings here. Train Sim World, S-Bahn, Vorarlberger, Linda, Blundens route. I've got that one. LNER Class A3, Flying Scotsman. Ooh, the Flying Scotsman. That's pretty cool, but I think that's an old route. Blackpool branches, Preston, Blackpool, Omskirt route. Yeah, I think they've just... I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like what they've done here is take really old routes and make them compatible with Train Sim World 6, then charge you the full price again, even though it's a really old... I bet you it's still full of bugs. So they put the price back up to maximum price again, even though it's 5-6 years old, and then put a discount on it of 90%. So they're just trying to resell you old hashed stuff. That is very naughty. I'll tell you what else is naughty. I looked at this earlier. Okay. I don't know where everyone else's fascination with trains began, but mine almost certainly began with Thomas the Tank Engine. So I saw this and it's like £5, I think that says, £5.99. And I thought, do you know what? That evokes Annabelle and Clarabelle. Is it Annie and Clarabelle? Something like that. I thought that evokes some real strong childhood memories And I thought for 5-6 quid, I'll have that. Oh, hang on. I do apologise. Yeah, here we are. The Train Sim World, Thomas and Friends 80th anniversary expansion. So I thought, oh, for 5-6 quid rather, I thought I'll have that. Just for nostalgia's purposes. Even if the game's a big pile of tosh, I would like to have that. For my grandchildren, for me, for, you know, I just felt like it was a nice thing to do. Then I came down here and it says, please note, Train Sim World Thomas 6, Thomas and Friends 80th anniversary expansion needs the following DLC to operate correctly. So this is the one that's 6 quid. I now have to buy this one that's $12.99. If this one doesn't work without that one, why aren't they together? And why is this one so much more expensive? And that looks really familiar. Isn't that... That looks like the track that runs past Butlins. I can't remember what it's called right now. It really does look like it. So they've used an existing line, have they? So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get this. I am going to get it. And they are going to get some money off me. And I probably feel pretty sick for doing it. And I'm thinking about getting Age of Empires 4 as well. So what's that? 30 quid. Ay. Right. So you don't need to see that. I'm going to purchase that. We won't put that in the review. But yeah, this is my first look since getting access to the game. And already I'm getting rubbed up the wrong way. Getting rubbed up the wrong way. Hey. Ooh. Return to the store. They're trying to rob me. Trying to take all of my money. Okay, let's do something. Should we go to the training centre or should we go Creators Club? Oh my God, look at this thing. Holy God. That one's kind of interesting. Do you know there's a lot more to that livery than you might think. Sunflower's quite a big thing in Ukraine. Right. Rail journeys, guided experience, quick play, train depot, quick play, jump straight in, train depot, pick a train. Timetable, here we go, that's what we were looking for. So, everything's new. I don't know how to drive the steam trains. In fact, that was the last time I played Train Sim World, was when the steam trains came out. So what was that? Train Sim World 5? No, actually it was before then, because even when they came out, I didn't play them. So I've never used the steam trains in this. Difficulty 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5. Okay, that was a bit harder. Difficulty 1, 5. Couple of 5s, mostly 1s. So it's 5 or 1. There doesn't seem to be anything in between. It's 5 or 1. Rail journeys. Okay, this is one I remember, was when it was like this. Like you would pick a DLC that you'd bought and then do things within them. Antelope Valley Line. California Dreaming, 0 of 26. Spirited LA. Learn the basics of operating the EMD F125 Spirit locomotive. All right, let's do it. Got to find something to do. It's going to take 10 minutes, and then flipping hell, the first bit's an hour and 13. Have they made longer routes? How long is this route? How long is that route? Does it not tell me anywhere? LA Union to Vista Canyon. Is that a long way? Let's just get in and find out. Golly, golly, golly. It's been a long time since I played anything like this.
In this training module, you will be learning to operate this EMD F125 Spirit diesel locomotive. During this brief introduction, you will be taken through the critical driving controls and performing passenger operations. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard.
So I might as well begin the same way that I always begin. Doesn't that look beautiful? I've never ever seen this locomotive before in my life, but I gotta say I really like it. That is a fantastic shape, design, combination of shapes and swirls, and a good colour sort of livery. This could be one of my new favourite trains at this rate. Right, let's oh, I'm running already. Okay, got some flipping nice mountains in the background. Be nice if we could actually reach them. Right, so we can go off track. That's all good. I just want to have a look around. So no jump button. So there's a lot of trees. And they appear to go quite far off into the distance, which is nice. Oh, I love these kind of double-decker things. They are very cool. We've got a bit of screen tearing. I don't think that shows up in the video, but options, settings, advanced settings, max FPS 62, anti-alias, VSync on. That's what fixes that. Is there a blur? Apply, allow mods enabled. Player assist. So I'm on expert, so automatic coupling is off, automatic set manual junctions is off, notifications are off. That could be interesting. Expert mode, expert locos only is off. Don't know what that means. Probably, I don't know what that means. Controls, left stick and right stick sensitivity. Gamepad controls, keyboard controls, advanced controls. Oh, I've got one of these. Is it actually going to work? Am I going to be able to use that and rebind the buttons how I see fit? Or is the game going to tell me what everything is got to do, what every single button is? And it'll be different for every train, because that's what it used to be, and I found that incredibly annoying. I mean, in this day and age, the fact that you can't just hook up a HOTUS to this game and, you know, use that as your input is just, I think, absolutely ridiculous. Ooh, turntable. Have they brought turntables back? The very first Train Sim World release, back when we thought that that was going to be a game they were going to run with forever and just have DLCs on the side, that had a turntable in it, which was pretty cool. Guard. Oh yes, this is one of the new things, isn't it? You can go through the ambiance of the passengers and give them tickets. Brilliant. Okay. I'm stuck. Reset simulation physics. Oh. Does this game have simulation physics? When did that happen? That must be a new update that no one told me about. Map, schedule. Follow the markers to board the train. Sit in the engineer's... Look at this. Sit in the engineer's seat. Press the general field button. Insert the reverse handle. Set the front headlights to dim. Set the brake mode to passenger. Open the passenger doors and load passengers. Then close the doors and... Yeah, okay. We get the idea. Right. How do I get out of here? Let's just go have a look. I keep forgetting I'm an automatic run. Can I open these doors? Didn't that say door locked? Okay, there's my first not very happy with moment. Let's try another door. What does that say? Door locked. 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 Can I close it again? So I can climb up. Can I not shut this door? Rearward door open. Rearward door close. So there's a button there, but it doesn't actually work. Okay. These are the kind of things I don't like. If it's locked, make it locked. Training center map. Oh, this is the training center. Okay. And they used to have these things. I can't remember what they were exactly. One of them was golf clubs. I remember that. And they would just be strewn around in random places. Now, when I heard they were going to do that, I thought, what a load of BS. Not interested in that at all. But it does give you a reason to go and have a look around all the stations and try and find them. So actually, I kind of liked it. I have to admit, I kind of liked it. I said it out loud. I kind of liked it. Look at the high-res textures on that door. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Miss Moneypenny. I thought that door was open for a second. Right, we'll go up over the bridge. That's what I used to love as a kid. Going over the bridge. Did a bit of train spotting when I was a little one. Thing is, nobody told me how to do it, so I didn't know what I was doing. I was doing it on my own. I suppose most train spotters do it on their own, don't they? If you think about it. But this, a nice looking train. I've got to say, this end of it doesn't look quite so sexy. But let's just take a moment and appreciate the quality of their modelling team. I mean, this is, as they always are, absolutely flipping amazing. You are joking. I can't get through the door. This is the problem with Train Sim World, right? Is the platform too high? I can't get on the flipping train. This is the first thing I've looked at. This is one of the new DLCs, I think, isn't it? So the locked doors on the other side open. The open doors on this side, you can't actually get into. I mean, come on. Who is doing their flipping testing? This is what happens when you give your DLCs out to people who want to kiss you on the bottom all the time. They don't ever want to say anything negative, and nothing's ever your fault, and everything's always going to get better. And it's, you know, it's not a big deal that nothing works properly. I mean, this is ridiculous. How does that slip through? It's been months. How has that still not been fixed? Let's see what the other stations are like. See if it's all the same.
Sit in the engineer's seat.
Tell me what to do, you gobby little twazzock.
You'll now go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive. You will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the locomotive to generate power.
Right. Press the generator field button. I shouldn't have put it on advanced, should I? Oh, it's here. That's okay.
This locomotive
Generator
requires
field.
the reverser handle to be inserted before operation. Switch the front headlights on. Regardless of the time of day or weather,
They're already off.
all locomotives must have their headlights on.
Oh, on. Switch them on. Sorry, it sounded like off. Oh, God, it's this stupid thing. Is that it? Oh, to dim. Sorry. Not paying attention. Because I'm a bit dim.
You'll need to set the brakes to the correct mode to allow them to be controlled by this cab.
And what mode is that? Passenger.
We can now begin loading.
A ride.
It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
That was pretty flipping quick. And how did they get on? Because I couldn't get on. You can also press Y to close the left-hand side. I don't want to press Y. I want to press the button in the cockpit. Where is it? Where is it? I'll press Y. That says left door's locked. I bet you I can go and open them. I'm not going to bother. We know they're... A, they're probably open, and B, they don't work.
Determines the direction of travel. The master controller controls both the throttle and dynamic brakes. Dynamic brakes use the locomotive's electric traction motors to generate resistance to reduce the wear of the brake pads.
Very
Apply a small amount of throttle.
Do you think that was small enough? Or am I just taking the mickey? That's a lot. We're still not moving. How much do you want me to give it? That's 100%. Oh, I'm sorry. It says set the master controller to P4. To P4? I don't have P4. I have B. B1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see. Forward is brake, hence it being B. Ah, okay. My bad.
The automatic brakes are controlled with their own handle, but will blend the dynamic brakes in the air brakes. The air brakes will apply braking force to every car in this formation. Now, release the brakes.
Release Waterwick. Oh, balls. Apply some more power and reach a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. I haven't just reset it, have I? I noticed this screen doesn't seem to work. Well, it kind of works, but it's got no data. Yeah, I think I've accidentally put the safety brakes on, right? So I probably won't be able to go anywhere till I go back to... Oh, no. That sounded like something was happening. What are we looking at here? So that's miles per hour. That's the brake pipe. It's at 109 right now. Air brake setup, trial, cutout. So I think, yeah. By going the wrong way, I think I've upset everything. Of course, the tutorial's not smart enough to help me get past that problem. There we go. The brake pressure's going down. We'll get there. We'll figure it out ourselves. We don't need a tutorial. Right, let's try this again. Release Wadwick P5. Ball apes. What do we got? Horn sequence, sander, horn, bell on or off. How did I manage to turn the bell on? Rear view mirror. That doesn't work, obviously. Wow. Still haven't fixed stuff like that. Oh! Be nice if the game told me how to fix this problem, wouldn't it? What are we going to do? Restart? Alert reset. Let's try that. That could help. Just getting no charge at all, are we? So when we go to emergency, dynamic brake is on full. Then we'll take this off. We'll acknowledge that. We'll acknowledge that, acknowledge that. Get the independent brake off. Automatic brake off. And then we'll try again. Holy monkeys. I mean, how easy is it to accidentally push that lever the wrong way and get into that problem? Let's go again. Back. Back. How do I restart? Schedule help. That did a lot. Oh wow, this is like real basic stuff. How do I get out of here? Flipping out, I feel trapped. How do we get out? I want to go back to the main menu. Oh my god. How do you exit this flipping thing once you've started it? Options. Right, thank you. Restart. Jesus. From a UI perspective, that's a big pile of donkey poo. That's really terrible. Everything about this is bad so far. And it's not like I knew these things were here. This is the first time I've looked at this in years, and it's already a complete flipping mess.
During this brief introduction, you will be taken through the critical driving controls.
Yeah, shut up.
Operations.
I bet you it can't keep up with what I'm doing. But it doesn't... It has no comprehension of the fact that I'm on the train. What an absolute pile of toss this is.
Sit in the engineer's seat.
The engineer's seat.
You'll now go through the steps needed to take over this locomotive. You will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the locomotive to generate power. You'll need to set the brakes to the correct mode to allow them to be controlled by this camera.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
We can now begin loading.
It says open the passenger's doors. You can also press Y to open the passenger's doors. So what's my other alternative? What's the other thing I can do to open the passenger doors? There's got to be a switch, right? Where is it then? How do you open the passenger doors other than pressing Y? I don't think you can. Taking a lot longer this time, isn't it? Let's put this all back to where it wants it, otherwise we're just going to cause more problems.
It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
Press Y. Oh, does this... Oh, hello. Does that work? No.
The reverser determines the direction of travel.
Oh, great. How do I get out of that view? Okay, yeah. Set the reverser.
The master controller controls both the throttle and dynamic brakes.
Yeah,
Dynamic
I've learned
brakes
that.
use the locomotive's electric traction motors to generate resistance to reduce the wear of the brake pads. Apply a small amount of throttle.
Done.
The automatic brakes are controlled with their own handle, but will blend the dynamic brakes in the air brakes. The air brakes will apply braking force to every car in this formation. Now, release the brakes.
I wish I knew how to get out of that situation I got myself into. Because, I mean, someone else is going to do that by accident. They're not going to know how to get out of it either. Very annoying. Right, let's head towards those beautiful mountains. Okay, audio occlusion is timid but exists. Oh my god, the rear view mirrors still don't exist. Still don't have rear view mirrors.
Coasting is a method used to efficiently maintain speed and reduce motor stress and maintenance. Keeping to speed limits is important. If you begin overspeeding, slow the train using the master controller's dynamic brake range. The EMD F125 is a passenger locomotive manufactured by Electromotive Diesel for the North American market. It's powered by a Caterpillar C127 20V20 diesel engine, rated at 4,700 horsepower, and is capable of speeds up to 125 miles per hour.
Nice.
When it launched in 2017, it was the first new passenger locomotive in North America in 15 years.
Cool.
To date, 40 have been produced. all of which were supplied to Metrolink. The F125 features a modern, streamlined body designed by Vossloh España.
Oops. Would you like me to maybe slow down? Sound the horn? Something? What was the bell on? Is that an automatic thing, I wonder? So, yeah. I mean, I'm getting some stutters. The frames are 60 frames per second in 4K. Just about. 59, 58. The thing is, it goes 59, 58. So you got a really high frames per second thing going on, but then it still stutters anyway. It's always done that. They've never fixed that. And I don't like this shadow here. This horrible LOD limit shadow. Ridiculous. Looks awful. I think. Let me try this. I found, like, not a fix for it, but something that made me stop getting annoyed by that horrible look. Advanced settings, shadow quality. It may have just been that. Texture quality, max fidelity, aliasing. Let's try that. Shadow quality, let's go to medium. Oh. Oh, now it's shorter. See how it's even closer to the train now. Option, settings, advanced. Set it on low. Again, from a UI perspective, this is just bollocks. Sorry, it really annoys me. This is basic stuff, right? So bottom left-hand corner, you've got back, and then they swap it to route map. Instead of just keeping back in the bottom left-hand corner saying, right, forever and always, back will always be in the bottom left-hand corner. So no matter where you are in the game, you can always just click back and you know it'll take you back to where you were. No, can't even do that properly. There you go. Do you see how it's completely disappeared? I mean, sure, I have no shadows now, but that one thing that really irritates me is not there to irritate me quite so much. And I'll probably get better frames per second. Actually, I'm a solid 60 now. I've got no shadows. And to be honest with you, does it look any different? Does it look any better? Does it look any worse? Of course not. I don't suppose they've put head tracking in, have they? Stop at location.
You are approaching the station. Begin applying a small amount of braking force using the automatic brake to bring the train to a gentle stop.
What, about 30%? I mean, it doesn't tell me how much to put on there, does it? I'm going to give it about 30. That might be too much, I don't know. Oh. Is it still going to be pinpoint accuracy? You can't be more than half a yard out or something. I hope not. That used to annoy me as well. If I'm on the platform and I haven't gone past a red line, then surely that's good enough, right? Oh my god, did I get... No, not quite. I went past it a little bit. Stop then. Why is it still going? I got 100% brake on there. Why are we still moving?
Nice job. The train has safely come to a stop. You can now begin loading.
Right. Let's have a little look-see here, shall we? Because the last platform was an absolute disgrace. Same problem. Can't get on the train. Can't get on the train. Is there a crouch button? C. So I have to crouch to get on the train. Is that what it's really like? Do you have to crouch to get on the train? I mean, if that's what it's really like, then okay. But otherwise, I think that's an absolute disgrace. I do like these things. How do you get off? How do you get off? Help me, I'm stuck. Oh man, I can't get off. I have to crouch to get off as well. What an absolute joke. What an absolute joke. I get it. We're at the training area. I know. I get it. Maybe someone should create a training area where we have high platforms and low platforms, and then we can accommodate all sorts of different sorts of trains instead of this half-assed, it'll be all right, don't worry about it sort of situation. Why? To open the doors. At least the visor works. They've always been good at modelling. Always been good at the modelling. Cool. But that, I mean, there's a reason why this train has wing mirrors. And if you're a simulator, you really ought to think about putting the wing mirrors in, like actually making them work. I've got to say, my FPS is a lot more solid now I've turned off the shadows. Just try that, guys. If you're not quite getting the FPS you want, or it's glitchy or whatever, I've just opened the passenger doors.
Good work. That concludes all the basics of operating this train.
I don't think it does, because if I accidentally put the brake into emergency, I can't get it started again. I'd say that's quite an important lesson to learn, is it not? Don't you think? Because I may need to use that at some point, and then I'll never be able to get going again. And this annoys me as well. Why isn't there a link? Oh, is that it? Continue chapter 1. Is that the next tutorial? Could you imagine if I took over as project lead at Dovetail Games? It'd be like a football manager's half-time talk. We'd be throwing bottles of water around, kicking football boots at people. Well, hang on. They're developers. I'll be throwing bottles of mineral water around and kicking flip-flops at people. That's what will happen. Drive this Antelope Valley train from LA Union to Vista Canyon. Can I tell you why I decided to become a software developer? I was working... I did a lot of work with networking, databases, things like that. All the dirty, crawl around in the cupboards sort of stuff. Lots of stuff for ISPs and data centers and things like that. Really dirty, smelly, horrible, noisy jobs. And then I was working in this office one day in my pretty smart attire, and these two dudes came down from upstairs. And I say dudes, and I mean dudes, right? They were wearing Bermuda shorts, you know, the really like outlandish 80s style high shirts, like they were in Hawaii. I mean, they wouldn't have been out of place in a bar on the beach in Hawaii. That's what these guys looked at. And I was like, who are you? And they were like, oh, we are, whatever their names were. was like, oh, right, what do you do here? And they're like, oh, we're software developers. And in that instant, in that very moment, I was like, I want to be a software developer. I want to be able to wear Bermuda shorts and look like I'm on holiday 24/7. And I swear to God, I don't remember exactly, but I think they had flip-flops on or socks or something. Do you know what I mean? It's just a whole different kind of level of respect they were getting. It's like, yeah, just turn up whenever you like, dress how you want, do what you want. As long as the work gets done, everyone's happy. That's what it was like. Anyway, I digress. Let's jump in. Let's do this. Drive this Antelope Valley train from LA Union to Vista Canyon. It's going to be an absolute disaster. Generator on. Right, I've got to test this, haven't I? I've got to test this. Whoa, nearly fell off. Is this the correct side? It is. So this is how low it's meant to be. Good God. All right, fella. Is that a dude? Where did the other guy come from? So there's nobody getting on the train. Waiting for ambiance. I haven't seen anybody get on the train. Not one person. So where did all these people come from? Whoa. Why are they only getting off when I walk into them? It's like I'm activating them. And why are they just spawning by the door and not getting up off their seats and walking out properly, like, you know, on other train simulation games that are more realistic than this one? That door's locked. Ay. Oh, it's a platform. Is there anything for me to do? Do you want to give up control? No. Just being a nosy bugger. I wonder if I can get people to walk off this train. Nothing. Nothing. What I should have done is open both doors and see which one they get out of. I'll do that at the next stop. Alrighty. Can I go down this way? This is pretty cool. Ooh. It's a lot of people. Oh. Alright. Stop messing about. This is serious stuff. Right. Oh my God, that's not in. Lock the doors. Doors are locked. Stop at location Glendale Track 1. Are we actually moving? I think we're moving. We're moving. We're not moving. No. We are not moving! Why are we not moving? People standing there wanting to get on my train. All the doors are shut. See, this is no good, is it? I haven't been given enough training through the tutorial to be able to do anything with this train. Some sort of release system, I get it, but... How are you meant to click that in the background? So you can only click that if that is out the way. Right, let's put all the brakes on. Let's see if that somehow locks them. Right, we couldn't have more brakes. So let's put this in. We don't appear to have any alerts. We're in P4, which is what they said for us to do it. Gen is on. All brakes off. More choices. Does that work? I see how that works. Okay. Locomotive data. Nothing. Operator controls. Nothing. Speed control. Nothing. Length counter. Nothing. More choices. Nothing. Brilliant. Wow, that's very interactive. Thank you for that. Let's reset. Let's go neutral. Full service. That brake is released. Right. So we're going to go forward. The lights are on. Does anyone... I mean, it's not going to help me right now, obviously, but can anyone tell me why that isn't working? I mean, not guess. Does anyone actually know? This is one of the other things that they've implemented, isn't it? Random faults. Like your windscreen wiper might just break for absolutely no reason. I mean, that's far more fun and far more interesting than, you know, binding it to reality. So if you drive the train badly, you break stuff, and if you drive it properly, you don't. Ay, ay, ay. Why won't you go, train? So that doesn't do anything either. Proceed as signals indicate. Trying to. Really trying to. I don't think I even did anything wrong this time, did I? It's all going very well. There's just so many issues. There really are. I mean, I haven't played for a couple of years, so I'm not exactly on the money. Hang on, let's just do what it says. We'll load passengers. I won't turn the generator field on because he hasn't told me to. And it's not on by default. So I won't do any of the things that the tutorial has just told me to do. I'll just do what it's telling me. Actually, let's do that test. Here I am immediately doing the opposite of what I just said I was going to do. Right, so let's see what happens if I unlock this locked door. Oh, the other side is open, look. The door's open. All the doors are open. Oh, I can't spot... Okay, that's weird. Maybe I didn't open the doors last time. I don't know. Something went wrong, didn't it? Something wasn't right. Alright. I'm messing about a bit now, I suppose, but at the same time, I still want to do it, so... Left doors are now locked. Objective complete. Stop at location Glendale track. Right, so it's not telling us to do anything. So I'm going to do all the stuff it told me to do in the tutorial. So the generator field is on. Front lights are on. Brake mode set to passenger. Reverser is set to forward. We're in 4 and I'll release. I can't wait to read in the comments what it is I'm doing wrong. Contact dispatcher. That brake is off. That brake is off. That brake is off. Please let me know what it is I'm doing wrong. Air brake setup, trail cutout. Right, that can't be good. So if I do something to fix that, then maybe we can get going. Hang on, that still says trail. So, shouldn't that change when I said it's passenger? Why isn't that changing? Why does it still say trail? Perhaps it's supposed to be on trail. The old accelerator's going 012, 012, so maybe we're good to go at last. Look at the acceleration there. 01, 01, 01, -1. What's going on? Shut up. Well, don't know what else to try. But I'm interested why that still says trail cutout. And I've set the brake mode to passenger. Let's go back. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find it, but let's see if I can find that initial tutorial and see what happens when I swap it there. We'll see if it's maybe a bug. To the trains, rail journeys, Antelope Valley Line. I want to continue. Spirited LA, introduction. Let's get started. Sorry about this, but this is what reviews are like, I'm afraid. This is what I spend hours doing, is going around in circles, not trying to find bugs, but trying to do things properly and finding bugs.
In this training module, you will be learning to operate this EMD
I can't speed this up.
F125 Spirit diesel locomotive. During this brief introduction, you will be taken through the critical driving controls and performing passenger operations. When you're ready to begin, climb aboard.
Right, so let's see what it says initially. So it says trail
Go
cutout.
through the steps needed to take over this locomotive. You will need to set the generator field switch. This needs to be enabled for the locomotive to generate power. This locomotive requires the reverser handle to be inserted before operation. Switch the front headlights on. Regardless of the time of... You'll need to set the brakes to the correct mode to allow them to be controlled by this cab.
Cutout.
We can now begin loading.
It still says trail cutout. And the accelerator is still saying -1, 1, -1, 1. So the throttle is idle, the reverser is center. Main is 132, BC is 41, brake pipe is at 1. So that means the brake pipe's fully on, I think, right? Which would make sense.
It is time to depart. Close the passenger doors.
Closing the doors. Because there doesn't seem to be a button to do it anywhere that I can see.
The reverser determines the direction of travel. The master controller controls both the throttle and dynamic brakes. Dynamic brakes use the locomotive's electric traction motors to generate resistance to reduce the wear of the brake pads. Apply a small amount of throttle.
Right, so as soon as I do that, we're getting power here.
But will blend the dynamic brakes in the air brakes. The air brakes will apply braking force to every car in this formation.
So that still says trail cut, so I don't think that works
Now,
properly.
Release the brakes.
So when the brakes are fully released, it's 110, 110. So it's this not going up. That's the problem, right? Am I going to have to complete this to find the next mission? Or can I go back? Main menu. Yes. And we'll try it one more time. I'd be curious to know if anyone has actually completed this particular mission. And if so, what did you do different? That's what I'd like to know. No, that one. So we tried this one, yeah? Is this the one? I think this is the one. Still haven't sorted out the weather situation then. Dynamic weather is on. I mean, what does that mean? Doors are unlocked. The thing is in the thing. The lights are on. The Jenny's on. Brake mode set to passenger. Reverser is set to forward. Of course, it still says trail cut, whatever. I won't get out the cab this time because that could be what's breaking the whole damn thing. So the brake pipes are at 0, passengers are loaded. Wait until 6:40, which is 6 seconds from now. Oh my god, I'm ahead of time. Let's see how long that lasts. Did I change this? Yeah, passenger mode. Okay. Lock the doors. So it wants me to leave now, so let's go. We've got power. So explain to me, what did I do different there, that time, than the other 3 attempts? The only thing I did different was I got out of the cab. So is that what breaks it? Should we test it? Let's test it. Because I am reviewing. I'm not playing. This is the difference. Reviewing's a real pain in the ass. Doors open. Jenny's on. Thingy's in place. Lights are on. Switches to passenger mode. And I'm going to get up off the train. All the people have got off, except for all the people that haven't got off. Wait until 6:40. Lock the doors. It's these kind of bugs and the tutorials that don't teach you how to come back from accidentally putting the emergency brake on that really have annoyed me for so long. There you go. Oh, I know it's working this time. What did I do different? What did I do different? I'm absolutely none the wiser. I have no idea what I did different there at all. It's a 12-mile-an-hour limit here, so let's adhere to it as best we can. Although we're going downhill, so that's not going to work very long. Although it seems to be holding 12 miles per hour. In fact, it seems to be slowing down, which is interesting because we're going downhill. Maybe now we'll speed up, now that we've got most of the weight forward over the hill. Well, that is interesting. Okay. Maybe it's something to do with this in setup mode or something. Maybe that just holds the speed you're at. I mean, that would be quite cool. Kind of like cruise control, almost. Seriously, it's still 12 miles an hour here. You're killing me. I just got 35 AP for driving under the speed limit, so they love me now. This reminds me of Woking. Big stutter there, don't know if you saw it. It's difficult to know what comes through on the video and what doesn't. Down to 10 miles an hour now. So we have a green and a red. So that means I can go, but be cautious at the next one, I think. I don't know. I'm guessing. Or the next one's a red, or something like that. Crikey, it's proper slow out of here, isn't it? Now we're going uphill, apparently. But I haven't had to touch this throttle at all. If we drop down to 9, though, I might do something. Yeah, okay. Got a 0.2 degree increase, apparently. Right, now we can go. I don't think it's meant to be in setup. I think it's meant to be in idle. I'm not paying attention enough to care too much about that, I suppose. Again, a red and a green. So be cautious of the next. But it's a pretty cool environment. That electricity pylon appears to be slightly wonky. But I don't want to split hairs. Massive stutter. I've got solid 60 frames per second. Why am I getting these stutters? I think I turned the bell off a bit early there. Ah, so this is where the Terminator drives and did all that kind of Terminator-y type stuff. That's cool. Looks a bit sparse up there though, doesn't it? Not much going on there. Big stutter. 53 frames per second. It just dropped 7 frames there for whatever reason. Telling me to be cautious. But the speed limit's 50 and I like to be right up against the speed limit. That's as true as it is on British roads as it is on American rail tracks. Lots of pop in over there. Glad to see that hasn't changed. I did a quick check before I started this video. Looks like they're still on Unreal Engine 4. I think Unreal Engine is, I don't know where it is now. Was it 8 or something? Just, I mean, what's the logic behind not upgrading and having the best performance available to you? Where is the sense in that? I also noticed that they, as one of the new features, and they call it something, some BS, like dynamic door closing. Sounds very technical, right? Basically, Train Sim World 2, if you pulled up to a short station, all the doors would open, including those that were hanging off the end of the platform, and there was nowhere for anyone to get off. And that was a bug that not just I, but certainly I complained about for a very, very long time. You know, since Train Sim World 2, this is. And they've introduced it in Train Sim World 6 as a feature. It was a bug in Train Sim World 2. How can it be a feature in Train Sim World 6? It's just dishonesty. It's just pure dishonesty. It's Dovetail Games all over. That's everything that's wrong with them in a nutshell, that is. And it's so frustrating because, like I said, you know, the modelling, the trains themselves, some of the environments, massive stutter, you know, they are absolutely gorgeous. But here we are, still the wing mirrors don't work. You know, this is not groundbreaking stuff. We can't plug in a HOTAS controller and use that as a throttle, or a couple of different HOTAS controllers and have them controlling all the different levers. Why can't we have that? It's 2025. What have they spent the last 3-4 years doing? Making dynamic opening doors? I do bloody hope not. It was a bit of a shake, rattle and roll there. Quite like that. The inertia of the whole thing. So last time I gave it 30% and we were doing 80 miles per hour, so maybe this time I'll give it 30% at 60 miles an hour. That should be about the right amount, do you think? Who knows? First time I've done it. Wow, why does the speed limit jump up to 79 there? What are these weird things by the side of the... Are they meant to be bushes? They look terrible. We're almost on time, look. I think we're running a little bit late. I think I had too much brake on there, far too early. I love it how they just spawn. Bing, bing, bing. Very realistic. All that pop in, there's a lot of pop in. Right, so let's go 20%. Bloody hell. Does not want to stop, does it? These brakes are crap. Absolute tosh they are. They shouldn't even call them brakes. They should just call them slowers. I did unlock the doors. I pressed the button, I swear, I promise. Tell no lies. You made me a minute late now. It says unlock the doors again. Left door's unlocked. And it's still saying unlock the doors. Oh, hang on. Does he want me to unlock a different door? Right door unlocked. Okay. Nobody told me what the right door key was, did they? I just had to figure that out myself. Excellent training, I've got to say. I know everything about this train now. In that 5-minute tutorial where none of the important stuff was shared with me. Very late now. Watch me speed if I can get the train moving. Here we go. P8. You can tell I'm in a rush. Got no time for this slowly moving out the station. Oh, it's not doing it again. We're getting no power again. In fact, we're going backwards. Why are we getting no power? So something is happening on setup. No power. What on earth did I do to cause that? Do you think it's putting this lever forward? I can't move this. Why? It's completely stuck. Cannot move that at all. There's no power. That can't move. I can't reset then. Ah, for the love of God. See, we're rolling backwards. So the brakes are definitely off. That yellow light's gone off. I've discovered that if you right-click that, it immediately releases, which is interesting. And if you right-click that, it immediately goes to maximum speed, which is also interesting. Don't remember doing that before. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it, dude. I wish someone could tell me how to get this frickin' train going again. It's just absolutely no power. And I've no idea why. And this is the very first thing I've decided to do on this Train Sim World 6. Guarantee you, if I just work my way through all the DLCs and all the stuff, I'm going to find hundreds, thousands more of issues exactly like this. And, you know, I do bring it back to the very beginning. This is something I've been saying since Train Sim World 2 or 3 as well. You know, the tutorials at the beginning don't give you all the information that you need, because at some point someone is going to have the emergency handle. Oh my god, I nearly missed a train station. Emergency brake on. If that then stops the electricity from working, not that I've done that here, but I need to know how to reset the system so that I can get going again. That's all part of a tutorial. And the fact that they just haven't bothered to put that in there is just disgusting. I'm going to put the brake on full service. I'm going to leave it in setup mode just for a minute. Let's do 30 seconds. Let's wait until 7 o'clock on the game clock, and I'll try it again. But that's it for me. I might try and see if someone else has done this tutorial, but it's not even a tutorial, is it? This is supposed to be your first shift or something like that. Right, okay, let's see if we've got any power. Absolutely bugger all. Nothing at all. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys, because I can't seem to get this train going and it's frustrating me. It's not been a great start, let's be totally honest. So many issues, so many bugs. It's just Train Sim World all over again. I thought maybe once they got rid of the head honcho dude, I forget his name now, things would improve. But clearly not. Clearly not. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.